Okay, what we're gonna do for warm up today, we're gonna start at one end, and we're doing light air squats. And we're gonna do 5 of them. Once we reach 5, we're gonna broad jump, and we're gonna turn around, and we're gonna walk out, just like a down and under push up, back up. And we got 5 air squats. Let's go. We got a bunch of these. Once we do our 5 air squats, it doesn't have to be huge, but we're gonna do a broad jump. Turn around. Do our inchworm out. Down and under. Back out. Get those hips moving on both the squats and the broad jumps. Then we do the shoulders back, down and under, back up. We got 6 total. Okay, so that's 6 sets with 5 air squats, like a dive bomber and a broad jump. Woo! That's how we get started. Okay, warm us up a little bit, get our heart rate going. Let's start our dynamic warm up here. Let's start standing. We're gonna do hip rotation. So I always try to keep my torso locked in, open and back, up and over. Try not to rotate that torso out when we move. Try to keep it nice and straight. Going for 10 per leg. Alright, let's move to over-unders. So once we've done 10, we're gonna go over the bar, under the bar. We're gonna go 5 each direction. So in my case, I can get a 2 done. So I'm going the other way. But I'm trying to get 5 per direction, so I'm going back the other way. Okay. Let's finish up with this lower half. We're gonna get into a kneeling position. We're gonna work on driving those hips forward. And then we're gonna do our rotation. So we're here, squeezing our glutes, pushing our hips forward. Then after about 25 seconds, take that inside hand, put it inside, and rotate. We're gonna do 5. Then take that elbow, drive it to the ground. And you're gonna do 5 of those with a hold at the end. Then switch it, hands. And open up the other way. There we go. Doing exactly the same thing for the other leg. Getting that kneeling position. Pulling those glutes through. When we do those openers, reach the ceiling. Try to open that chest up as high as you can go. Really reach high. Now we're doing the other way. Squeezing our glutes, pushing our hips forward. Taking that inside hand, inside the foot, and rotate. And I'm doing the same thing with my elbow. And then the other arm. Okay, great work. We got a little bit to do with upper body. And we're ready to get started. We got some push-ups in our future. I can see it, so let's make sure our shoulders are ready. Grab a long band if you have it. It could even be a towel, or you can do it with just nothing at all. Just do straight arm, but we're gonna do band pass-throughs. So we're rotating through the whole shoulder joint here. So we wanna start really long. Grab the band right at the end. We'll do like 3 or 4 straight arm, try not to bend those elbows. Then we're gonna go in just a little bit further once we feel like we got a little bit more in there. And we're gonna go through for 3 or 4 every couple. Now, if you don't have a band or the band's too strong, no problem. Just straight arm all the way through and over top. Squeezing to your ears the whole way through. We're doing 15 of those rotations there. Trying to keep those arms straight on the way through. Good work. Okay. Then we work on band pull aparts. All right? So we're across our chest, and we're warming up that back with 15. Now, if you don't have a long band, you can lock in that band on your chest and do them per arm. Just like that. Going for 20 total. With a short band, just hold it wherever you need to hold it and work on expanding right out through the back. Whew. Alright. Last one. Put those bands down. We're going to take our shoulders or thumbs, we're going to tuck our elbows right to the side, nice and tight, and just rotate it out. If you have a band, you can definitely do it with the band. I'm going to do it unweighted here. Just think about rotating as far as I can, keeping those elbows tucked. You start to feel it in here a little bit through those anterior toes. Okay. Let's work on glute activation now. This can be done without a band, depending on how you feel, where you're at. We're going to put 2 different movements together. We are going to do a bird dog and a hydrant combined. So what's the bird dog? Opposite arm, opposite leg. And you want to keep that leg nice and straight. Then you can do 10 there, and then you're going to do hydrant. But when we get to that hydrant motion, we're looking for big, long ranges of motion, not short, quick movements. So when we get to So we're gonna start with a bird dog, opposite arm, opposite leg. You can see a nice straight leg. And we're gonna do 10 raises. Keeping that torso nice and flat and that core locked in. Once you've done 10, we get to our hydrants. And you can see I'm looking for big, long movements. Alright, so we've got 2 sets of those per leg. So I'm moving to my other leg. Going. Band around the knees, straight leg, arm out. Going. You're gonna do a third set of it. When you're done the first 2, I want one more. You do your bird dog with your arm and opposite leg. The core stays locked in. On that first set, really focus. Keeping that core locked. And that leg is only moving the littlest bit. And then when you get to your third set of hydrants, really focus on external rotation and keeping that core down. Great work, guys. Getting those glutes all fired up for what we're about to do. Okay, I'm gonna start talking about our first set as you guys finish those up. So we've been working on perfecting our squat mechanics as a group. We started with air squats last Monday, then we worked on our split squat lunge to work on our dorsiflex and our hip mobility. Today, we are working on that bottom position of our squat. So when we think about squats, our weight is on our heels, we're shoulder width apart, our torso's up, we're down and back, and we're as low as we can go. So how do we work on the bottom position of our squat? We pause at the bottom of our squats. So we're doing pause squat today. What does that look like? We're doing sets of 10. We're 2 seconds in the hole. I'm down, 1, 2, and down. Trying to get that hip crease below our knee crease if we can. And 1, 2. As soon as we've done 10 pause squats, going into our push-ups. We're gonna push up down, And we're pausing here. 1, 2. If you need to do them from here, no problem. But you're gonna pause. 1, 2, and push out. After the 2-second pause, on both the squats and the push-ups, let's be nice and aggressive to get out of it, okay? Here we go. If you want to do your squats weighted, feel free if you feel like you've mastered it. But for me, and most of you guys, we're doing them unweighted. Here we go. We're doing 10 of them with 2-second pauses. In 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, and out. Down. 1, 2, and out. Really control the bottom, keeping that core locked in. 1, 2, we're at 3. Down we go. Feeling that bottom position. 1, 2, and out. Right down. 1, 2, and out. We got 5 more to go. Down. 1, 2. Down we go. 1, 2, and out. 1, 2, and out. 2 more. Let's go. You got this. Down. 1, 2, and out. Last one. 1, 2, and out. All right. I'm not going to count 2 seconds every rep on the next couple sets. You guys got to be able to think through it. Here we go for our push-ups. You can do the modified if you need, but if you can do a full push-up, you're not changing to modified until you have to. Here we go. We're down. 1, 2, out. Down. 1, 2, out. Down. 1, 2, 3. Down. 1, 2, 4. Down. 1, 2, 5. Hold just above the ground. 1, 2. 1, 2. If you need to do the modified, we're here. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1 set down. Grab water if you need it. You get 30 seconds. So what I'm going to do, I don't want to count that 2-second hold on every single rep for you right now, because you guys are going to get tired of me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to count the rep number. And if you're way ahead of me, you can tell that you're not moving at that 2-second pause in the hold. All right? We've got 10 of them coming up. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you can wait longer, that's the better rep. 7, 8, 9. Hang in there, down there. Let's not bounce. Let's hold it. And 10. Trying to keep that torso straight. Looking at the wall in front of us. Into the push-ups. Here we go. We're starting on modified. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Great work. Great work. We got 2 more sets to go. Get some water if you need it. 30 seconds on the break. So when we do stuff with own body weight, and we work on some of these things that maybe you feel like you're a master of, we really need to work on the little things to help us. So for some of you, it may be when we get in that hole and we're sitting at the bottom of our squat, it could be just keeping that chest up nice and high rather than rolling out and being out and over top of those squats. For some of us, it may be just a smidge deeper in the bottom. Here we go, back to the pause squats. I'm gonna work on depth here. In 3, 2, 1. And out. And 2. Thinking about depth. 3. 4. 5. 6. 8. Keep your eyes fixed on the wall in front of you. 9. One more, let's go. 10. Into your push-ups. I'm not even counting these off for you. You guys can handle it. 2-second pause. We got 10. Here we go. I'll do these ones for the modified position. Good work, guys. Good work. One more set of that. This is really our bread and butter. We got really good at squatting. It's gonna help us live long, healthy, strong lives. Everything's not gonna ache, we're not gonna hurt. We gotta chase our kids through the hallways, you know, when they wanna play hockey and you don't want to. Squats, push-ups, deadlifts. That's what's really gonna make us healthy and strong. All right, here we go. Get back to those pause squats in 3, 2, 1. And we're down. And up. We got 10 of them. 2. 3. Stay under control. Lock everything in. 4. 5. 6. Trying to keep my back nice and straight on these sets. You guys should be doing the same. 9, I got one more. Where are you at? Good work. Finish with your push-ups. Here we go. Good work, guys. Pause at the bottom. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000. Then explode out. I know it's not easy, but if we can learn to control in that bottom position of those squats and push-ups, we'll be way better off. Good job, guys. Okay, I'll talk a little bit about the next set. As you guys get your water, maybe pay attention. So, we worked on T's and W's last week to really work on that posterior chain and that scap position. So, what are we doing today? We're gonna do A's. We're down here, our arms are here, and we just squeezing them up. Think about that. I'm like an A, right? Same thing. Bend at my knees, hinge at my hip. Instead of my thumbs going to the ceiling, I don't know if you guys can rotate like that. Thumbs are facing the floor, and we're just driving it up. You see how small of a movement that is, right? I'm not swinging them way out here. It's just right here. As soon as we're done that, we're in the exact same position. Nice strong back. We're gonna take our dumbbells or our bands, whatever we have, and we're gonna dumbbell row from here. Start light because I don't want us tucking it here to our nipples. We're aiming for our hips. All right, guys? And then we finish with standing overhead press. We've worked on this seated, we've worked on it kneeling. We keep our torso straight and locked in. There's no leaning forward or back. We're right here and we overhead press. We've got 3 movements. We're doing 10 reps each. We start with our A's. Here we go. So, 10 of them. Set my scaps, bend at my knees, hinge at my hips. We're doing 10. Squeezing those shoulder blades together at the top. Yes, good job. Very good, guys. Get your torso right down. You can't see the logo on your chest. Then we go to rows. At our sides. Reaching for our back hip. Get your chest down to the ground. Can't see the logo on my shirt. This is what we're aiming for. Get lower if you can. Bend to the knees, it's gonna help. Parallel. You should all know what parallel means. That chest is aiming to be parallel to the floor. And then, overhead. Torso nice and strong. No arching of our back. Pushing to the ceiling. Yes. Great work. So I want everybody, if they can, to get into like the side profile view for me on that next set of A's and rows so I can help coach that position. But before we start our next set, if you guys are up here, what we've done is we've taken the focus from using the big strong parts of our back and we've moved it up our back into our traps. So we're actually pulling with like these. When we get nice and low and parallel, right here, this is where I want to be. We start to isolate right in the middle of those shoulder blades and we start to develop better posture, which is going to help us in the long run. All right, here we go. Back to our A's. Really focus on that parallel position. You're an A. Arms right at my side. I bend at my knees, hinge at my hips. Okay. Into our dumbbell rows. Same thing. Set my scaps. I'm parallel to the ground, but I'm pulling to my hips and not to my mid-chest line. overhead press. If you want to put a little bend in your knees, no problem. Keep that torso locked in, and I'm pushing over my head, trying to meet those dumbbells in the middle. Good work. We got one more coming up. Got a little 35-second break. About 10 seconds. Guys, these cameras are a huge help. They're like, I don't know, a spotter for you. You can kind of take a peek at yourself and see if you're there. Could you put a cup on your back without it falling off? Are we here or are we here? All right, into our A's, let's go. Yeah, some of you guys have really mastered it. I will reach out to a few of you guys with some coaching points after. Let's get into those rows. Same thing, if you're too high, you're pulling with your traps. Keep it nice and flat. And then overhead press after you're done your rows. Good work. Okay. Got another circuit coming up here, another giant set coming at you. All right. So, we're gonna start this with a reverse lunge. We did these last week. All right. Actually, we'll do it from the stationary position. We're gonna start from here. We're not gonna step in. We're just gonna stay right here. Okay. We're gonna do 10 per leg. Then we're gonna do kettlebell swings. If you have a dumbbell, you can do it with a dumbbell. But what I want is I want it from a dead stop. When a lot of people do kettlebell swings, they're just kind of ripping through them. We're gonna go stop, swing, stop, swing. Okay? Then we get into sumo squats or sumo deadlifts. What does that look like? Normal squat depth is like here. We're gonna take a nice big step wide, and we're down. Okay? Everything is 10s. So we've got 10 stationary lunge, 10 dead KB swings or dumbbell swings, and 10 sumo deadlifts. I'll walk through it with you here. Let's start with our lunges. Put that step way back so we really get those glutes involved, and we're here for 10. Switch our legs. Great work. I'll do my first set with an actual kettlebell, even though I showed you how to do it with a dumbbell. So we get into that kettlebell swing position. That's hips back. We fire those hips through. Stop. Reset. Go. But we want to make sure that all the movement's gone before we fire again. Slow it down. Slow it down. Stop. Every time we come to a complete rest, fire our hips. Stop, wait, fire. I don't want to have to count those seconds down there, guys. I think you guys can handle that. All right, then we get nice and wide. There's no stopping us, let's go. Sumo squats or deadlifts, whatever you want to call it, on this specific movement. Let's get nice and wide. Now we're going for 10. There we go. All right, little break, 25 seconds. We're gonna pick up the pace a little bit here so we can get everything in. The only place I do not want you picking up the pace is on those kettlebell swings. It's gotta be a complete stop, then be fire, stop. All right, here we go. Back to our lunges. 3, 2, 1. Take a nice big step back. Focus on the back of that back leg, pushing through. Okay, and then you switch your legs up. Nice big step. Again, focusing on that back glute, really pushing through. Good work. Great work. Moving to swings here. So I set up and I swing. Reset. There we go. Better, guys. Reset. Slow it down every time. Focus on big explosive movements through those glutes. I don't care how hard that kettlebell goes. I'm really just focused on stopping it at the bottom and firing those glutes through. And we finish with our sumos. Seconds. All right. Breathe. Back to stationary lunges in 3, 2, 1. We got 10 of everything. All right, let's slow it down. Make sure we've got the right purpose on this movement. Stationary, fire. Stop, boom, fire. Stop, boom. There we go. The hips are doing all the work, not the shoulders, not the arms. Okay, and we got our sumos. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna do our core next. We're doing front planks, front plank march, side plank raise as a set. So what that means is it's six movements in a row, okay? So we start front plank, we hold it, then we front plank march, then we're side plank, then we're side plank raise, then we're other side plank. And we start that in 10 seconds. Here we go. Start with the front plank. And 4, 3, we're doing it for 45 seconds. 2, 1, we're here. Nice flat back, nice strong shoulders. Do this, guys. Keep it together. Suck that core in.
Hello, girls and boys. Today we're going to make music.
2,
Happy music.
1. Breaking. Get out of it for a second. And then we're back up. And doing 20 marches.
The feelings we have. So get your instruments and come along with me. Let's put some of our feelings into music. We will use rhythm sticks, a drum, a triangle,
Great work. Great work.
Did you hear that happy feeling?
The marches do not have to be high. You're just still trying to keep that torso locked in. All right. Into the side plank. We got these for 30 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ready to play them? If you don't have them, clap when an instrument plays. Ready? Let's begin.
Halfway there. Stay strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you've got 10 side raises. Finish up with your side raises. Don't quit. 30 seconds in side plank, then 10 side raises. Let's work on those obliques. All right. Let's flip to our other side. Side plank in 3, 2, 1. We're up. Guys, it's easy to quit. I know that. It's easy to say, I don't have any more. But I know you have more. I know you can do this. Easy, always want to take the easy way out as humans, but we want to do hard things. 3, 2, 1, and we do our 10 side raises. All right, you got 20 seconds. Then we do another one of those. All right, here we go. Back into our plank. We got this. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. In your plank. Nice flat back. Glutes fired. Torso locked in. Core tight. We got this. Three, two, one. All right, I'm gonna take a second, and we do our 20 marches. Keep that torso flat. All right, moving into our side plank here. We're almost there, guys. In 3, 2, 1, and we're up. 30 seconds. Stay high. 3, 2, 1. Now we do our side raises for 10. Great work. Okay. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Plank for 30 seconds. Halfway there. Stay high. 3, 2, 1. 10 raises. Let's go. Okay. All right, this is how we finish. We're gonna do a countdown on the finisher. 50, 40, 30, 10. All right? We have to finish the 50 before we do the 40, before we do the 30, before we do the 20. And then when we get to 10, we're gonna alternate back and forth doing 10 until I say stop. So what are the movements? The first one is a crunch or a sit-up. 50 crunches or 50 sit-ups. Then we owe 40 push-ups. I don't care if you do the modified or not. We're doing 40. I don't care if you break them up into 4 sets of 10 or 10 sets of 4. You don't move past the push-ups until you get 40. I'll go through it with you as we go, don't worry. Then we do 30 squat jumps. Doesn't have to be really high, but we're doing 30 of them. Okay? Make sure you have your bands ready to go. You're gonna do 20 band pull aparts. If you don't have the bands, I'm okay with you just doing standing flies like this. All right, then we do 10 dips from the ground. And then we're gonna go back and forth with 10 dips. And you can be on your knees. I would probably prefer this so I don't have to stand every time. Between 10 dips and 10 curls. Until, I don't know, until we've had enough. But we have to get through the 50, 40, 30, 20 before we do our dips and our curls. All right? We start with sit-ups or crunches. We're going to 50. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Sit-ups.
Darling, if I had bought you flowers, would you still be here by my side?
You can do this. Let's go. I'm going to take a 5-second break at 25. 3, 2, 1. Get right back to it. Break them into 5s. I'm going to break every 5 here. I'm at 30.
You should fucking stay with them.
This is about determination. This isn't about how strong you are. This isn't about how fit you are. It's about how bad you want it. I got 10 more.
Darling, if I had bought you flowers, what if we stayed at home that night? Yeah, I've been lonely counting hours while I'm getting blinded by the lights. You can break my bones.
All right. That's 50 sit-ups or crunches. Let's get into those push-ups. We don't need a break. You want to put as many together as you can in your first set. Maybe stopping with 2 or 3 before fit burnout.
Fucking stay with them.
Get the break. Give myself a couple in the tank. And go again. You can do the modified if you need. Keep fighting, let's go. If we stop, it's no more than 3 or 4 seconds. Catch your breath and go again. 40 push-ups. I know it's a lot with the push-ups we did earlier, but that's the point. It's about pushing us to our limits. We start our squat jumps. We're going for 30. Doesn't have to be super high, but we're moving through the motion every time. Love it. Yes. Now we're band pull apart. If it's too hard with the band you have or don't have the right band, just hold your thumbs high and squeeze those shoulder blades together for 20. Oh yeah, killing it. Moving in those dips. We alternate back and forth between dips and curls. tell you when we're done. Just keep doing them. Dips and curls. Focus on trying not to drop the hips. We're just moving the arms. Guys, you're doing great. You got another 2 sets in you at least. Get in between those curls and those dips. If you have an elevated surface, you can definitely do your dips off a bench or a chair if you prefer. Okay guys, I see some of you guys still working on those biceps. You got one more set of dips and curls before you go home. So finish strong.